Jeffrey Dahmer was a serial killer. From 1978 to 1991, he killed 17 men and boys. Got sentenced to prison for multiple life sentences. And while he was in prison, he was taught the gospel and baptized. And I've had many conversations with those that wonder if Jeffrey Dahmer will be in heaven. You know, if his forgiveness and his repentance is as true as yours or mine, he will be. But it's hard to forgive when we've been deeply hurt. Jeffrey was murdered in 1994, and the media interviewed the family of those victims, and they asked them, how do you feel about this? And they basically said they wish he wouldn't have died. They wanted him to rot in prison. They wanted him to suffer for the pain he'd caused them. They had been deeply hurt and refused to forgive. We can be like that as well. You know, Jesus says throughout his word that we're to forgive others as we have been forgiven. That he'll measure out to us the amount of forgiveness that we get is how we offer forgiveness to others. His modeled prayer was that, Lord, forgive us of our trespasses as we forgive those that trespass against us. These are difficult words, but yet they must be carried out. I wondered why, but if you look up the Greek word forgiveness, and most of the time in this case, it means something like to be released or to cast away. And I'd have to think that that's the biggest reason Jesus wants us to forgive. That he knows the cycle of blame and pain will only go away when we offer forgiveness. That's when we truly find release. So I don't know what you're suffering with today. I don't know who you're mad at. But if you're there, if you're upset and you refuse to forgive, can I ask you to take the first step and to forgive? You know, if you don't, that cycle of pain and blame will continue. It's not about finding fault. It's not about who's right, who's wrong. It's about asking yourself, do you want a fresh relationship? Do you want to start over? Well, in order to do that, somebody has to say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Will you do that? This is Jesse Walker with the Glenwood Church of Christ.